So even if you've sold your offer 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 10 times, somebody could be seeing it for the first time. Like, you think you're being annoying, and you think that every time you sell your offer, you're pushing away the people who have already seen it.
You're listening to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. I'm your host, Jill Perrick, a business and mindset coach who specializes in imposter syndrome. If you feel like you're not as smart, capable, or worthy as you actually are, and that someone is going to find you out, then you've come to the right place. I went from being a struggling government worker, working my coaching business on the side, but feeling unworthy and burnt out, to making multiple 6 figures helping women overcome imposter syndrome so they too can sign clients, make bank, and have the business or career of their dreams. I am nothing special. I have a stuttering disability, ADHD, and I struggle with anxiety and depression. So if I can learn how to feel good enough and overcome my inner imposter, then so can you. Let's dig in.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the From Imposter to Empowered podcast. It is literally January 1st, 2025. While you're listening to this, and I am wishing you a happy and healthy new year. I hope you're snuggled in with your family, your pets, your kids, enjoying the new year, enjoying some yummy snacks, getting all the rest and rejuvenation you deserve before we head into a brand new year. And I'm really excited about doing this little mini series for you guys on sales, all about selling. But before we get into it, I want to invite you to join in the ring. And this is my 45-day sales sprint. It starts on Monday, and we already have some amazing people inside of this container. Like I said, it's 45 days. It's a sales sprint. I'm going to drop daily voice activations, content, and sales prompts for you to sell out your high-ticket offers and stack your income by selling every day. Obviously, not on the weekends, you guys. I can't believe I even have to say that. So this sales sprint is for you if you're somebody who is not very consistent in selling your offers. Even if you're brand new to selling or you've sold before, it really doesn't matter. You just haven't been consistent, or you haven't even got fucking started, right? Or you've made money before, but you really need an energetic ass kicking to get yourself to sell your offer, to show up, to do it in a way that is diversified and not fucking boring, and to keep up your energy while you're selling. Like, this is going to be the thing for you, the perfect thing for you. So it's only $333 or 2 monthly payments of $167. We haven't even started yet. Like I said, we start on Monday, and as soon as you join, you'll get access to 2 of my offers. The first is Hot Girl offers, which is going to help you create a hot, profitable offer that everybody wants to buy. And the second is my sales course, 6 Figure Stories, which is going to teach you how to create sales messaging for your offers that is so clear, so concise. You'll be able to deliver it confidently each and every time you sell. And 6 Figure Stories is also going to teach you how to speak to the 4 different buyer types in your audience. Also, 6 Figure Stories on its own, you guys, is $333. So you are getting insane value for only $333. Like I said, as soon as you join, you're going to get access to those 2 offers, and we start on Monday. So I'll be in the Telegram chat. It's going down starting on Monday, January 6th, 2025. The link is in my show notes to join or to do the monthly payment plan. And I'm so excited to help lead you into a very, very profitable Q1 of 2025. So let's freaking get into it, shall we? This is part 1 of how to sell out your offers in 2025. And I wanted to start this off by saying I've had multiple clients in the From Imposter to Empowered program who come in, and maybe they've had a couple of clients, or maybe they haven't had any clients at all, but I'm so certain and sure of myself that when somebody comes into the container, if they're doing the work, if they're getting coached, they're showing up, they're selling their offer, they're inevitably going to sign clients. Like, that is just a given. It is virtually impossible for you to show up and sell your offer with confidence, with power, with clarity, and for you to get coached and work on becoming the absolute best fucking version of yourself and not make a shit ton of money. Like, it just does not happen. And if you're not making any money, I really implore you to ask yourself why. Because in 2025, we're being really fucking real with ourselves, okay? You cannot expect to show up once and make money. Consistency has always been a very big topic of conversation in the online space as well as in the Your Coach Jill universe. People feel very uncomfortable around conversations about consistency because of their own shame. They shame themselves into inaction because they just can't stay consistent. But there actually doesn't need to be any shame around it, okay? Like if you're noticing that you're not a consistent person, first of all, you need to redefine what consistency means, because it does not mean every day, all day, 24/7, sacrificing your mental health and your emotional needs. It's showing up for yourself and showing up for your business with consistency, even if you fall off, right? Even if you have a day where you don't do anything, and not making it mean anything if you did fall off. Like you are building a business, and it also means that when I talk about consistency, it means consistency in your messaging and specifically around sales. So consistency is not just showing up and saying, oh, here's my coffee, like here's me like documenting the day. Like you're not going to be able to sell anything if you do that, right? But there's also consistency around your messaging when you go to sell something. And there will always be people who say, well, I've been showing up for like 2 weeks every day selling this offer. But if they're real with themselves, they're changing up their messaging, they're changing up the way they're talking about the offer. Sometimes they're even changing the offer because they think nobody wants this or nobody is inquiring, right? They change things up because of their own self-doubt and the shame they feel around their business, around how they're talking about their business, around how they're showing up in their business, and constantly changing the way how they're presenting their offer. And when that happens, the consistency is not going to compound. Consistency in your messaging is something that I teach to all of my clients, not for you to use the same words each and every time you sell, but to get to the core of what the fuck does your offer do? And why should the client you're calling in care? Right? Who are they? What do they want? And how is your offer gonna help them get it? Right? So if you're constantly changing those things up, you can see how that consistency is not able to compound. But when you repeat yourself regarding your offer, you think you're being annoying. You think that because you've said this 3 times, everyone who religiously watches your Instagram stories should know exactly what this offer is about. They have all the details. They should just know. But people don't give a fuck about how many times you've sold your offer because they could have been distracted. They could have been tapping on through. They could have been busy with their own fucking lives, right? So even if you've sold your offer 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 10 times, somebody could be seeing it for the first time. Like you think you're being annoying and you think that every time you sell your offer, you're pushing away the people who have already seen it. You think they've already seen it. They've already decided that they're not going to join. Like that's literally what you tell yourself, whether it's subconscious or not. But what if you thought of it this way? Every time you sold your offer, every time you got more and more clear on how exactly it's going to help your audience and the results it's going to help them get, you were inching somebody closer and closer to working with you. I swear this is a big shift because you start to actually be like, oh, what else could I say that could get them excited about this offer? What else can I tell them? What else can I show them that is going to get them hype about joining this offer? Because that's exactly what's happening, right? Like that is exactly why you are holding back, you're not selling as often as you could be, and why you're ultimately not making the money and signing the clients. But it's because you're wavering. Right? You waver, you drop off, you convince yourself you're doing it wrong. You tell yourself everyone's doing it right, I'm doing it wrong. You look at other people's Instagram stories and see their content and you think, okay, I need to do it like this because they obviously have their shit together. Right? That's a lie. Do any of us have our shit together? You convince yourself that nobody cares and that nobody wants your offer when you just need to stop fucking wavering so much and be in your power. I had a client in the From Imposter to Empowered program, and she communicated to me that she doesn't really do well with the lack of validation. And I feel like I've talked about this on the podcast before many a times. But for lack of a better way, I told her, you really have to get the fuck over that. You really do, because your business cannot survive if you're constantly looking for validation that you're doing a good job. You have to tell yourself, this is working. I am doing a good job. I am getting better and better at selling every time I sell my offer, and they're getting closer and closer to working with me, versus you thinking, I am pushing them away every time I sell this offer. And think of this like whole validation piece, like a child on the playground, constantly looking over their shoulder, seeing if their parents watching them. You know, when I was a kid, we had one of those really big fucking video cameras, like the kind that my dad would have to put on his shoulder. And so many times you would hear me go, "Look at me, daddy, like, look at me, hi, look at me." And I'd get in front of the camera as often as I can, right? And it was so funny because I was such a little attention whore. I constantly wanted people to look at what I was doing. But in my business, I've learned to not fucking ask anybody for permission or need them to see me or look at me. I put myself in the spotlight and I say, you need this. Like, I am selling this and you need this. I don't look to my audience for validation, right? Like, I get coached, of course. I get supported by my mentors. If I have a question or something like that, I'll ask it. But I do not seek validation from my audience to tell me if I'm doing a good job or if they care. Right? I really don't. And I know that the offers I create are for my clients. And I also know that people need time to buy. Not all of the time, but it really does depend on the offer, what the price point is, all that stuff. And regardless though, no matter what it is, I'm going to give time to my offer and time for my messaging to work because it always does. And I'm not going to waver on how good my offer is or whether people are searching for it at all. Are there times where I've had nobody join an offer after I've dropped it several times? Yes, but that doesn't change the fact that my offer was good. I didn't think, oh, my offer isn't good, people don't want this. I always took on responsibility and thought to myself, I just need to articulate this more clearly, right? Like, I just need to be more clear about the result. I just need to be more clear about how this can help people. I just need to constantly fucking reiterate that people need to join this offer. Right? So where are you not articulating your offer clearly enough? You think you're being annoying, you think you're saying too much, but people need to feel safe when they buy. And if you talk about it 3 times and then you stop talking about it, that does not create safety. And when you waver on your messaging and your confidence when you sell your offers, you're just slowing down the momentum that you could create. Now, I want to be really clear here. You can sell your offer in different ways. That is something that we are going to be talking about and doing inside of In the Ring. Like, we're really going to be talking about how you can diversify the way that you're selling, right? There's all these different ways that you can learn to sell your offer. But if the core messaging around your offer is always changing, if you're always saying like, this is what's going to happen inside, or these are the things that we work on and work through, and they're always different, right? Then people don't understand what the offer is going to help them do, and they can't get like acquainted with what to expect when they're inside. The more you say it, the more you think you're being annoying and you think people are seeing it and just aren't interested, but instead you're getting them closer and closer to deciding like, yes, this is where I want to be. This is the offer for me. You're getting closer and closer to that yes. So I want you to go and do the work of seeing if you're using consistent messaging for your offers when you sell them, and then sell your offer for the next 30 days. Don't waver with your confidence or with the way you communicate how your offer is going to help your potential clients. Be certain that your offer is going to change their life. Okay? That certainty will make you so much fucking money. And if you want to do this with support, with a little birdie in your ear, it's me, I'm the birdie, giving you confidence, belief, and power behind your sales, and delivering content and sales prompts each and every day so you can sell your high ticket offers and stack the cash, then you're going to want to be inside of In the Ring. We start on Monday. The first voice activation content and sales prompt drops on Monday. I'm so excited. You can join for just $333 or 2 monthly payments of $167, and that link is in my show notes. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hey babe, thank you so much for listening to this episode. Screenshot it and put it on your stories and tag me at Your Coach Jill. And if you really love me, you'll rate and review the podcast. And if you screenshot it before you submit the review and send it to me, I will send you a free gift on me. If you want to take this work deeper, come and work with me in the From Imposter to Empowered program or the Real Deal Mastermind. And finally, if you want just a snippet of my work to feel what it's like to be in my world, then you need to buy my best-selling book, You're Not Special, and you can get that on Amazon. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week.